Welcome to Game. Hey guys, and welcome to Monday early morning GTLive.
Wake up with GTLive, everyone.
The best part of waking up is GTLive. It doesn't work from a syllable standpoint
at all. It also doesn't go in your cup at all.
I didn't say it in your cup. Did I say GTLive in your cup?
No.
I said the best part of waking up is GTLive. GTLive.
Good morning, everyone.
Not in your cup. That would be silly, Stephanie. That would be absurd. To put GTLive into your cup would be absurd.
Good morning, everyone.
Absurdity, Stephanie. That would imply that GTLive was some material that you could distill into a liquid or solid form and consume it, when GTLive, we all know, is a state of mind.
It's everywhere. It's all around us.
It's everywhere, and it's here. It's here. It's here, and it's here.
Good morning. That's my microphone.
Yeah, that's where it is.
I decided to put that on today.
Because I reminded you.
Hey,
I know you've been missing some of these live streams. I know it's tough to remember after doing this for like 2 years.
So it's Monday morning. We're here for a very special edition of GTLive.
Why are we here?
Because we love being here on the couch with you guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously.
We also have a lot going on this week. So VidCon is coming up this week, which always means that our schedules get a little bit crazy. So for the next couple of days, we're actually going to be streaming on the early side. Hopefully, if you're in school, you're out on summer break, or maybe...
So hopefully if you're in school, you're out of school.
Yeah, hopefully if you're in school, you're not. And then if you're working, hopefully like it's summer mode around the office and you can sneak a little GTLive time with us.
I like that GTLive time is the same gesture as I'm playing video games right now. So surreptitious playing video game
I thought it was I'm secretly texting.
Oh, so that would be them commenting?
Yes, and engaging with the stream, which they can do in multiple ways. One is...
How many ways can they do that, Stephanie?
Two. There are two, in fact. They can engage with the chat, which is down there or over there. Or if you're watching on a mobile phone and you have it in and you don't have it in portrait mode, it like runs up the side.
You're getting really elaborate.
I am.
With this.
Whose face does the chat run over? I think it's mine. I think my face is the one that gets run over by the chat.
I want my face to get run over by the chat.
Maybe we're both getting run over by the chat now.
Anyway, hey.
So you can do that, or you can hit us up on Twitter using hashtag GTLive. We are here for you this Monday morning.
We are. So yeah, that's the situation. Is later this week we're headed off to VidCon. We have people coming into town this week. We're picking up Ryder, aka Foot of a Ferret, who is still part of the team, even though his show is no longer on the channel. And so we're picking him up in like an hour. We're also going to, because it's VidCon week, you have a lot of events that are happening starting early this week. So tonight we're going to the premiere of Escape the Night.
We're going to sneak preview a couple of the episodes.
Yeah, we get to see the first 2 episodes, see how
they turned out, which is kind of crazy.
Which, in case you haven't heard, I am in that. There's like a trailer that I'm going to be sharing today, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how the whole thing turned out, but that starts at like 5. And so that's why we can't stream at our normal time. And then tomorrow we're at noon. So like really it's just like a sprinkling of different times throughout the week.
Just catch GTLive as it floats by.
It is. We're like a dandelion floating in the breeze.
Maybe we should watch some Vines.
Rumor has it there's an old wives' tale similar to leaves that if you catch them while they're billowing through the air, you can get your wish granted.
Oh,
so if you catch
true.
a GTLive as it floats through the air,
it'll grant your wish.
You can have your wish granted.
It's true.
It's true. Try it.
Try it.
Make a wish. Let's all close our eyes. When you wish upon a GTLive. Did you make a wish?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
It was that we would start this stream.
Oh, and your wish came true! We're doing Vines today. Let's react to some Vines, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? This will be fun. Let's do it. Ooh, Vines times. Is that what you titled it, Chris?
Vines times.
Vine time. Also, I didn't show off the board today because Chris, he's like, oh, the stream's starting at 9 a.m.
Come on, that totally looks like a Vine.
This is totally the Vine logo.
Yeah, it's Vine 2, don't you know?
Yeah, this is the preview logo for Vine 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Which we are single-handedly creating. Cool. All right. Vine time. Vines times actually makes me really uncomfortable. The two plurals, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm just saying. Just saying. Here we go. Let's react to Vines.
Yo, Krish. What street is this? What street is it? Come on, do it.
Patricia!
Cool.
Hey, Mom, are you...
That was funny because it was Chris. Chris, did you make that Vine? Is that part of your secret Vine collection?
That was back in the days of me being a Viner.
I believe it.
Yeah, and then Vine similar to the Paul brothers. Vine went out the door, and you're like, well,
guess it's
I
over.
guess I could hop to YouTube, or I could work for Matt and Steph.
Yeah, that's exactly
That was the
trick.
You're like, oh, I could have hopped aboard the bandwagon like the Pauls, but I'm in a much better place now because you're hanging out with us.
Right?
It's true.
We're happy you're here.
You could have been boxing people, like KSI. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Did anybody watch? There was a press conference for the Pauls versus the KSI's boxing extravaganza, and they held it in LA. They held it technically like in a big stadium in LA.
Outside of
but
the
they
big
held
stadium.
it right. But they held it outside the doors so that they wouldn't have to see like how. I don't know. This is a bit shady.
Wow, you're
it's
throwing
a bit
tea.
shady.
I in no way associate with this tea. I don't know what tea Steph is about to throw
This
down.
is my personal tea. This is my personal tea. So it's a really big stadium in LA. It's huge. It would be so hard to fill this stadium. But I think that they held it outside because I was looking at the crowd pretty carefully, and I think they were cropping it like really specifically to make it seem like it was really full. But I'm not actually sure how full it was. Oh my gosh. This is such light tea. This is such light tea. I'm just saying the crowd wasn't huge and it was an enormous stadium.
I'm telling you the crowd could have been huge. However, they did it in the parking lot, I guarantee, because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Than actually renting out a stadium.
That's true. That's totally true.
Where'd my microphone go? No! Wait! I was gonna do the microphone talk thing. No! Oh no! I've been sitting. My microphone's been in my crotch the entire time.
That's what you get.
I apologize
That's what you get for throwing shade.
Sound.
That's
I'm just throwing shade.
That's what you get.
Throwing shade. I am the least shade thrower.
I see you. Standing in the shade.
Do you see Michael Jackson steely glare looking at you? Because that is true. Michael Jackson is joining us on the couch today.
Matthew, I can barely see you in the dark over there. It's so shady on your side of the couch.
Go drink your tea, woman. Hey, I didn't understand that first Vine.
I didn't understand it either.
Hot lols. Okay, let's watch another cool Vine. You know they're cool because the side of the screen says they are cool. Here we go, let's do it.
Mom, are you mad
Yes, actually, because my 20-year-old son is unemployed and still lives at home.
Oh my gosh, we're in Hereditary!
I was gonna say, wait, is this a horror movie?
She's possessed! That boy's possessed by
his grandmother. That's weird.
That's funny. I thought that was funny. I like that one. I thought that was hashtag relatable.
Right?
Do you hashtag relate to that, Chris, even though you're employed now?
Yeah, you're employed.
When you were a Viner, did you understand?
Oh yeah, back in my Viner days, my mom was totally like that. Angry with me, wasting my life.
My parents still have no clue what I do.
That's okay.
They've learned enough to be like, hey, there's a woman at the crepe place nearby that wants to meet you, and so we don't really know, but here.
Then they
offer me up to the crepe woman.
Yeah, they pass him around. They pass Matthew around town. They know enough to do that. My parents are in the same boat. It's okay. My parents are in the same boat.
That's great. Okay, next cool Vine. More cool Vines. This one features Mickey Mouse.
Come on, Minnie, I'm sorry. I got a Valentine's Day gift for you. Give it to Daisy. You. I will.
What?
Oh, man.
Mickey Mouse. What a dirty mouth he has.
Wow, Mickey. Coolio Jets,
I gotta say, I appreciated the effects on this one, though. Like that they have the Mickey shadow.
Right? They do.
This is a quality Vine right here. I love this Vine.
Also, the impression is pretty good.
Right? It was on point.
I will.
Look at that. That was That was great. That was some production. Like, if you're making a 6-second video, that is like the heights of production.
Yeah, you are
right
stepping
there.
it up there. You are totally stepping it up.
Here, let's do another one. Cool Vines.
Carter's coming over.
I have such a crush on him.
Hey, where's Lara?
She left. Make yourself at home. Be right there.
Some girls.
I missed the narrative
There's
through
no
line
pun-
of that
yeah,
one.
okay,
Was
hold
there
on.
a punchline?
I need to pay
Sorry.
more attention.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yes, we got to focus on these. Steph, it's 9 a.m., so you got to follow the Vines.
I know, we didn't even bring like caffeine or anything.
there's-
We've got nothing.
Okay, wait,
We've
okay.
got nothing here.
Here we go.
Carter's coming over.
I have such a crush on him.
So she has a crush on Connor, and this is Connor. Okay, sorry. Let us walk.
Okay.
It's early in the morning.
We're ready.
Our
We're ready
brains
for
are
the punchline.
Okay, so we have established a romantic rivalry between girl A and girl B around Connor. It is the proverbial love triangle. Okay. Enter scene 2. This is what Chris drew this morning. He drew the love triangle. Great. Okay. The love triangle.
He's trying to help us out.
Oh,
Chris, that's very
Chris,
sweet.
thank you.
Matthew got some caffeine.
Best
and I got
part
some
of
cold water. That's
waking
awesome.
up, caffeine addiction. Oh, the early morning Diet Coke. Okay, love triangle has been established.
Okay.
Let's continue. The drama, the 6-second drama that is
God.
this video.
Where's Lara?
She left.
Okay, she left.
I see what's going on
Okay,
here.
wait, and now
Be right there.
there it is. Okay.
There. She killed her.
She killed her! We have unearthed a murder! There has been a murder done!
There has been a murder!
And we figured it out. We put together the Blues Clues
Oh my
and
gosh.
we figured it out.
We're totally like Murder, She Wrote right now.
Maybe we need a new channel dedicated to unearthing like the mini mysteries within
Murders
Vines.
in Vines.
But that's just a Vine theory. Oh, hey. We figured it at first, okay. I will say at first I thought she was like pulling out the laundry or
know.
like luggage.
Right? I was like, what is going on? No. She killed her friend.
There it is. We figured it out. I'm so proud of us. Up top, Steph. Clap and a half for all of us who put that one together. Oh, we're shifting.
Thinking.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks,
Wow.
Chris.
Look at that attention to detail, Chris.
Chris is
Well
on
done.
it, man.
All right, next cool.
Doesn't matter
Vine.
to him that it's first thing Monday morning. Nope.
Oh, great. Okay, here we go. Are you in the mode now?
so ready.
We're gonna solve this
So
one.
ready.
We're gonna draw diagrams. Here we go.
Some girls be like, fries before guys. But I'd be like, all foods before due date. Foods before due date.
Yeah.
Is that
I feel so empowered.
your life motto?
I couldn't really understand some of what she was saying because she was talking pretty fast. But I think she said
I thought all your other senses increased when you were pregnant. Like you're smelling and you're like because you're on like natural high alert.
I mean, I can definitely smell. You have a very strong smell, but you know, I just had a little trouble with a couple of the words. Did she say all fools before?
No, we're not going back to. Are you saying that I stink right now?
I mean, sometimes you've been theorizing very intensely.
Smell this armpit. It is freshly deodorized.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yes, I know.
That's a good one.
So
You got the Old Spice in that one going on.
it's more of a speed stick. Thank you. Old Spice causes my armpits to have a strange reaction. It's fine. TMI. Good morning, Chris.
No, I was able to. This stream is just the best. I was able to sense from that Vine. I think it was my female intuition. that was a really empowering Vine for me as a woman.
I was able to
deeply intuit that. I was able to sense that on a really deeply feminine level.
Wow.
And that's why I was celebrating the words immaterial.
the words. Yeah. So if I just said things in an empowering way, you would be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with a lot of people these days.
If
They
you
don't
were-
actually look at the words.
I know, right?
They just look at the way the words are said.
That sounded very empowering. I believe that.
Let's pollute the entire world.
Yeah. What? Wait, what?
Let's overthrow everything. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, hashtag Stinky Pat is trending.
Thanks. Thanks, everyone. I love you. You're the best. So, I gotta admit, I don't know what she said either.
No, I mean, it was the general gist was.
Yeah?
The general gist was put your ladies
No.
before.
No.
It was put food first.
It was put food first.
Oh, it was put food
Yeah.
first?
Fries before
Oh,
guys.
it was put food first? Oh, I relate to that even more deeply. Oh my
this is
gosh,
why
that might be my
listening to-
favorite Vine now. Wait, go back.
This is why listening to the context of the word, Steph, is so important.
Hold on.
Okay, hold up. We just saw this body get dragged off screen.
Some girls be like, fries before guys.
Fries before
Fries
guys.
before guys.
Which I've never heard a girl say that whatsoever.
But I believe it.
I don't blame them. Guys kind of suck.
They're stinky, too.
We watched Rosemary's Baby over the weekend, and
Oof.
Guy is literally like the worst
worst.
person ever. It's
Yeah.
a great movie, by the way.
Fries
It's
before
old,
guys.
but
Okay,
it's great.
I'm already on board.
Okay.
But okay.
But I'd be like, all foods before dudes,
So it sounds like she's saying all
foods
fools.
before dudes.
It sounds like she's
Yes.
saying all fools before dudes.
Right, that's what I thought too. I thought she said all fools, and I'm like, I don't get this.
But I even more closely relate to this now that I know that she's saying all foods before dudes. Because fries aren't enough. There's pizza.
Fries are.
There's also
I mean, they're
everything else.
They're fairly
Cake.
empty carbs.
I know.
so, yeah.
Well, that's
Starchy.
most of the food that I like. So
I mean,
fine.
sure. All right,
Fine.
well, and then let's continue.
before dudes,
Great. Okay, next. Here we go. Oh, is this your buddy?
Oh, it's Lance.
This is your buddy.
This is not. I don't know.
Here, buddy. Here we go.
You can't just leave that.
I can leave that. Whether you choose
You
to pick
can't
up what I
just
have
leave
left,
that?
I can absolutely leave that.
We can-
Your buddy. That's it. Done. Period. End of story.
I think this is one of Lance 210's Vines. We consulted for Lance 210 like back a couple of years ago at this point. So
Don't blame us.
I've spoken to him
That
on the
is
phone
what I have to
before.
say about that.
I've spoken to him on the phone before.
Not our fault. Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
There you go. That was
Wait, what?
a high level production. That was a good one.
Hold
I
on.
enjoyed that one. Good job, Lance. Right?
I don't know. It didn't involve his grandmother's boobs or anything like that. So I'm not sure this is one of his. Has this been doctored?
I'll have you
I'm just
know.
saying, I watched a lot of Vines. When we consulted him, I watched a lot of Vines that implied that either his girlfriend was going to show his or her boobs.
His boobs?
Or-
girlfriend shows my boobs.
I bet that combination was in there. He had all sorts of combinations of
judges you for
so-and-so shows so-and-so's boobs. It could be any combination.
Or what was the other type?
Or
of
the other
content?
one was, my grandma shows her boobs. So
No one's clicking on my grandma shows her boobs.
His grandma is very funny. She stars in a lot
I don't
of his
care
videos.
how funny your grandma is. I do not care how funny your grandma is. I do not want to click on a video that
just
promises
saying.
her revealing her boobs. She could be like the funniest person in the world. That does not mean that I want to see her disrobe.
The chat is like, what is the chat? Perv Steph. What? Come on, you guys.
It's not me anymore. It's not me. Yes. We have a new perv on the couch, and her name is Stephanie.
I had to watch a lot of Vines at one point.
Also, you forgot a very
that clickbaited a lot of boobs.
You also very clearly forgot the important vertical on his channel, which was Ouija board.
Oh,
Summoning
that's true.
demons with Ouija boards.
He was he was one of the pioneers of the Ouija board trend that went around.
Ouija board.
Ouija board.
Right? He was
The
doing all sorts
the
of
Luigi
seances.
board.
He was doing all sorts of seances with the Luigi boards.
It's true.
Those did well for him. That was all.
They did well for everybody, man. I don't know how the YouTube craze of Ouija boards was so popular for that like 3 months, but
Ghosts,
it was
man.
amazing.
Ghosts.
It's true. Everybody's got a ghost story. On the H3H3 podcast, they always ask people about do you have a ghost story you can tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
No way.
I do.
Because I was like, oh man, I think I'm the only person who doesn't have a ghost story.
You don't have a ghost story?
What's your ghost story?
And I saw a documentary on this actually at the Sundance Film Festival 2 years ago. It was a terrible documentary. No offense, Sundance Film Festival filmmaker, but it was really bad. So maybe offense. But anyway, we're just welcome to early morning GTLive, throwing shade. So anyway. No, my ghost story was that so growing up, I was afraid of the dark, right?
Weren't we all?
Were we all? Chris, were you afraid of the dark?
Totally.
Yeah,
Okay,
everybody was afraid of the dark. The three of us, polling the three of us,
great.
I think we can
100%
extrapolate
sample
to rest of the world.
That's it. So everyone is afraid of the dark, right? No, and so I would do this thing where I would like cocoon my whole body and like leave a little air hole, like this, like little air hole, and then like my whole body would be covered up, and I'd be like profusely sweating because I was in a very heated bed. It was a water bed, which don't exist anymore. For those of you who don't know what a water bed, it's exactly what it says.
It's a relic of the past.
It is a giant bed made of water. It's like a giant water balloon that you sleep on. But anyway, so I'm on my hot water bed, sweating profusely, right? And I'm afraid of the dark, and so it's the middle of the night, and I was in the process of like easing away from sleeping with the lights on and like sleeping with the lights off now. But I would see on a fairly regular basis weird shadow creatures come into my room and like do what looked like mess with my light switch. And it was like humanoid figures, but not like but clearly not my parents.
Are you sure it wasn't like your fever from under all those blankets?
It could have been. I am not sure. But I mean, it was so extreme, and it was so clear and visible. And I know I was awake, right? Like I was very aware that I was awake at the time. I knew I could see the rest of the room, and I was terrified. Like here I am through my little like cocoon hidey hole. Like I would switch like, and I'd be like looking, and I'd be like looking through my little hidey hole, and I would watch the shadow like creature, and they were humanoid and appeared.
How old were you?
Come in.
How
it was
old
like
were
the
you?
creatures from Prey, honestly. This happened for a while, actually. Like it wasn't like a year or whatever. Like it was occasionally over the course of multiple years. But anyway, it was like one of those things where I would watch them, and to the extent, like, it was so real and so believable and so palpable that it was one of those things that I would wake up in the morning and I would be like, don't touch the light switch, because I didn't want my parents to touch the light switch, because I thought like they had like redid the wiring or had like done something to when it was flipped, like the house would blow up or whatever. Like that was how realistic and extreme it was. And this documentary that I saw at the Sundance Film Festival, I completely forget what it's called, but it was all about people who had seen these shadow creatures in their lives, and they all had individual stories, and I'm like, what they're describing is exactly what I saw.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they were a little off the rocker. I feel like I'm a bit more safe.
So here's your question. Here's the question.
That's my ghost story.
What do you think caused that? Like, do you think that, like, because you've seen a documentary on it now?
Yeah.
Do you think it's caused by like some psychological thing? You've studied neuroscience. Do you think it's like a psychological thing that your mind projects, or do you think that there's did you believe the documentary when they were like, I actually saw these things?
I believe that other people see it, absolutely, and I don't know, maybe the chat can relate here.
Yeah, maybe
I like that people are saying in the chat that I'm the crying child. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, I saw nightmare animatronics at my door. I would put my ear up to the door, I would shut it, listen, and they'd be like, okay, it's safe to go out. No, and I don't know. I'm sure it's some weird, like, trick of the light or something.
Trick of your mind, playing with the shadows or something?
It must be, or like your rods and cones.
Look out for the shadow creatures, you guys.
Well, since your cones are developing, I don't know, and your cones have, like, those are the things that see, like, black and white and, like, see in the dark for you. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it has some weird thing to do with, like, the rods in your eyes. I don't know. I honestly, and I've never really looked into it. And the documentary that I saw was more interested in highlighting the stories and that this is a common phenomenon rather than like, let's dig down into the science behind it. It was more of like, let's make a really creepy documentary about this thing. Yeah.
Ooh, oh man.
Anyway, thank you, Lance, for bringing that up.
Dredging up that ghost story memory.
Now we know more. You know more about.
You're not
me
gonna
today.
sleep at all at VidCon, are you?
No, but that's not for the shadow people.
That's just because you're like up all night at
because
VidCon.
VidCon is literally just like
24 hours
like
a day.
3-4 days of just 24 hours. Like we have to do everything. Let's continue.
Let's go.
And let me know in the chat if you guys also saw shadow creatures. That would be good to know.
Right?
All right. Next up, Vines times. Oh, we saw this one. Okay. Look, he's falling and he falls, and that's it. See, so that's hashtag relatable because people have that experience when they roll out of a dream. See?
They do.
Lance, there you go. That's actually one of the best pieces of content I've seen him make.
Awesome. Let's keep going.
My foot is asleep.
Well, you know what you need to do.
It's gonna be so mad when it wakes up.
I like that. That's really cute.
That was great.
That was adorable.
I enjoyed that. That was really good.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That was a good one.
Also, by the way, there are some people in the chat who also experience the shadow monsters.
Yeah.
Raishi MMD experiences the shadow monsters. Me Too says Dark Knight. I've seen stuff like that. Yeah, my sister also. I love my little sister, says Mazzy Zolan.
Sarah
Nolan.
Feller, my high school was haunted because the original owner of the building committed suicide, and I once saw a shadow figure that I totally think was him.
Whoa.
That's wild.
Mikachu says, I saw that documentary.
Did you really?
No
That's
way.
awesome. I didn't know where it went after Sundance. It was crazy. It was one of those things that, like, here's a small theater off to the side of the town or whatever, and it's like the only airing of it, and they had like a talk back. That's awesome. I'm so glad that we both saw it.
Amazing.
Pamela Hernandez says, my cousin last year said she would see a shadow man with a top hat walking around the room. It's weird, right? These like shadow creatures are very odd. I should look into them. I should actually look into it.
Bianca Corsale says, relatable, I see a man with a fedora in shadow form.
Right?
Watching my mom sleep when I was a child. Ooh,
That's really
That's
creepy.
really creepy.
Watching my mom
Holy
sleep.
cow.
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's like Little Nightmare stuff. Okay.
Right? Oh,
Jeez. Let's continue with the vine, shall we?
I'm getting some chills
It's
here,
weird.
you guys.
You never had that?
I did have shadow figures that I used to see, but it was specifically when I had fevers.
Okay.
And it was...
You got a fever.
No, I used to get really bad, when I was really little, I used to get bad ear infections, which if you have ever had them, sometimes also cause really high fevers, and I would hallucinate. And so I would actually see all kinds of stuff in my room. Like, one of the most, prominent things that I remember is seeing. Do you remember like heffalumps and woozles from Winnie the Pooh?
Oh, do I ever?
I used to see them in my room when I had high fevers, and then I would also see shadow people, and they would talk in these really strange pitches and stuff. Again, ear infection. So I would hear. I would get like auditory hallucinations.
Getting high off of her drugs.
No, the problem was that I would have like 104 fever for all night long, and they couldn't get it down. Yeah.
I never had like fevers growing up. I had pink eye.
And this was when I was really little, like
nobody's
3, 4, 5, 6 years old.
Really?
And so I would see all kinds of stuff.
That's wild.
I've definitely seen stuff all over my room, but I'm almost positive that it was like a genuine fever hallucination.
I never had fevers. I was all up in the conjunctivitis though. My eyes had all sorts of weird stuff.
I never had pink
you
eye.
Out of them.
I never had pink eye.
You were missing out. Nothing beats the sensation of waking up in the morning and not being able to open your eyes because you have like booger mucus. Gross. Nothing beats like, let me pluck this mucus out of like my eyelashes so I can open my eyes.
That's so disgusting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GTLive, Ghost Stories and Mucus.
People agree in the chat that pink eye was the worst.
It is. It sucks. I don't know. And I touched my eyes a lot as a kid, so that's why I got pink eye a bunch. I have so many vivid memories of pink eye. Anyway, let's continue with more vines.
Yeah.
Since that's what we're supposed to be doing.
So weird this morning.
Here we go. Chaz Smith. Here we go.
Rose and Vegeta blazing correctly, Kakarot's, Zuchanai, Latunchi, Edgy Planet, Kabaje, Asparagus, got that broccoli titty.
I enjoyed that.
I love it
That
when
was
people
another
do
good
those.
one.
Like I've
was
seen
really
a few
good.
vines that do that, where it's like the literal pronunciations and stuff. I think those are really good. Also, apparently, I'm not the only one. Gavin, I've never heard of this happening to anyone else, and I always thought, like, I never thought to talk about it with anyone else. But Gavin McTaggart said, "Steph, that's exactly what happens to me." And Luna Oak said, "Steph, oh my gosh, me too." I'm so glad that, like, this is actually like a thing.
Sorry, pre-tax. Pre-tax when you're like, oh, do you know heffalumps and woozles? He's like, do you mean elephants and weasels? No, it's a Winnie the Pooh thing. I could see how you would be confused, because that is what they are based on. Heffalumps and woozles are based on elephants and weasels. But
they are indeed heffalumps,
but
and also woozles.
But that is what the name is. Speaking of Winnie the Pooh, I know that there's the new trailer for Winnie the Pooh that came out, the new Winnie the Pooh movie, Christopher Robin, where it's like everyone's older.
Oh my gosh.
Every time
Matthew could barely watch the trailer. He's just weeping so hard.
We watched Incredibles 2 last night with Gerard the Completionist, and oh my gosh, that trailer came on, and I'm just like weeping. And that's the second time I've seen it, and I'm still like, I'm like tearing up. I'm Winnie the Pooh. I have a soft spot for Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my god.
And like stuffed animals
it's so
in general.
soft.
Speaking of stuffed animals, we might be giving away a bunch of my old stuffed animals because we got a bunch.
Oh, no way. All right.
They need good homes. Okay, let's continue. That was just weird. I enjoyed that,
It's just a bunch of dudes giggling. I like that.
That was fun. It was simple, but it was good.
Effective.
It was effective. Okay, let's continue.
Hey, Twain, can I have your number?
Will.
What?
Shoot.
What did she say?
Chris, as the youth, we need you to explain this one.
Oh, no.
What? Wait, okay.
Can I have your number?
Will.
I don't get it either.
Are you sure? You're youthful.
What is? I don't even know what they're saying. I'm too old for this entire Vine, apparently.
It also doesn't help that like her audio is non-existent.
So Jake is asking, can I have your number?
Yes.
Wow!
Got that
yes,
one, man.
Yes! Give it up for Chris, ladies and gentlemen. Man! You see? Really? Is that what's happening?
I can't hear what anyone's saying, and then I say what they're saying.
Yeah, I got the first line, Home Slice. What's
Give
the
me my
second
ear
line?
bugle.
And then she says, you already have my number, and then Jake makes a loud noise at the camera that I think might be a word.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris analyzes Vine.
Clap and a half for Chris, everyone.
Well done,
Nice.
sir. That's, it's quality analysis like that we bring you on board for, buddy.
Right?
That's the sort of quality of work that we
Also,
expect from.
I've seen a couple people in the chat acknowledging your MJ shirt this morning, which is one of Matthew's favorite shirts.
It's one of my favorite shirts. I wanted Michael Jackson to join us on the couch today. I'm very excited that we were able to get him as a special guest on today's live stream.
Fun story. Every time we go to
we have all sorts of fun stories.
Every time we go to Disneyland, people actively stop him all day and ask where
This is my Disneyland
either
shirt.
compliment the shirt or ask where he got it. And we this is so hard to find now. They used to just sell them at Disneyland.
It's actually really fascinating. So when we go to Disneyland, we get stopped a lot. 75% of the time, it's because people just know us, the channels, what have you.
Yeah.
And they're fans of film theory, especially film theory at
Disney.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
Go figure, because we do a lot of Disney stuff. But 25% of the time, we get stopped just because of the shirt. Without they have no clue who we are. They've never seen any of the YouTube videos or whatever. But they're like, I love Captain EO, I love Michael Jackson, I love that shirt. Where did you get it? This shirt has literally gotten me like free front of the line passes to like Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Or like, hey, I work at Disney and I have all these free passes. Here you go.
Here's one. Yeah,
go to the front of the line of Star Tours or whatever. We're like, oh, it's amazing.
In honor of Captain EO.
Right, in honor of Captain EO tribute. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, but this is one of my favorite shirts. It's from the first time I ever went to Disneyland, which was, Stephanie, it was your birthday.
Yeah, brought him to Disneyland.
And this was to commemorate my first time at Disneyland, which was really exciting. So anyway, okay, so we've established that this might make sense.
Your number.
Wheel. Wheel?
Wheel?
Wheel. Wheel? Ezekiel, is he just bragging about having the
Having
girl's
wheels?
number? Maybe. Wheel.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, next.
Yeah, can I get a salad, but can you put it on top of a burger with cheese?
You want a cheeseburger?
Yeah, but when you give it to me, can you just say, here's your salad?
Damn, your life is a
He's trying to pretend that his cheeseburger is a salad.
I like that. I appreciate that.
I do too.
Can you hashtag relate?
Totally. I can totes relate.
Good. Excellent. Continue.
Say, here's your salad.
Damn, your life is a freak.
Babe, my phone's dead. Can I borrow yours?
Wait, what they say?
So he said, you're right. Yeah, do we need to get you an ear bugle, Steph? Here, hold up. Here, let me turn it slightly louder for
the hearing impaired.
Clearly your hearing has not improved with the pregnancy. Your sense of smell, for whatever reason, has. But here, let's play it again, and then this time you will understand the joke.
Okay.
The lulls, Stephanie.
I'm ready for the lulls.
Life is a freak.
Babe, my phone's dead. Can I borrow yours? Who was that bitch who was at the movies?
You didn't get it. I know you're doing that pity laugh where you don't really understand what just happened. Right? I am I right?
My phone died. Can I borrow
Hold up.
yours? And
Here's
it's like
your
I
salad.
would rather destroy my phone than give it to you.
Here.
Damn, your life is a freak.
What
Babe,
is
my
he
phone's
saying?
dead. Can I borrow yours?
What's it saying?
Fine.
All right.
This live stream should just be like Stephanie and Matthew struggle to hear Vines for an hour. It's not like react to Vines.
No.
It's not life stories.
It's literally struggle to hear Vines.
It's Matt and Steph reveal how hard of hearing they are.
What did we do this weekend that made us deaf?
I mean, after the Bethesda conference at E3, I understand how we'd all
I know,
gone
I
slightly
think we're
deaf
just-
because
we're
like
just done.
The in the middle of the Bethesda conference, it's literally like, and here's a band, and it's like, dude.
Right.
Stephanie, like, I'm afraid that the baby is now deaf because he's like, no, what is going
he's
on?
just like a super hardcore rocker now. He's just gonna come out
That's great. Devil horning it up.
There you go.
So
what does he say? What was the first line? I feel like I can put this puzzle together.
Here, let's ask Chris, who is obviously the best analysis.
Chris,
analyzer.
what is he saying?
He says something.
Oh my gosh! What?
At least it's not just me.
No, I can't understand what he says.
Fantastic. All right, next Vine. Look, he doesn't want to give up his phone, so he throws it. This is funny, and it also in our past Vine reactions, we're like, look at him separate the beats. This is a very good separation of the beats. It's very well done. That's a great Vine. Okay, next.
Who's at the movies with?
My sister.
You ain't got no sister. I'm so tired of putting so much into you and that. And you rock so nice to me.
That was funny. I like cue
That was
cards.
good. That was
I
good.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Was I lolling at it? Not so much.
No, but you know what? I think it showcases a really strong friendship.
I was gonna say quality audio that you can hear.
Your girl's over there being like, "I'll help you get through this conversation with cue cards."
Great. Yes.
That's what a good friend does that.
Man, we are just whip cracking in our analyses of Vines today. There were cue cards and a friendship.
I thought
there was a
nice.
phone and a garbage disposal. There was a girl and a phone number and a sound. Man. There is a man in a wig. Lol. Lol revive.
But what is he saying?
It doesn't matter. It's a man in a wig. That's the joke.
Oh God.
It could just be this for the 6-second duration of the Vine. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Thank you very much. Here, let's continue with this.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Let's see what the man in the wig has to say, shall we? Or maybe let's not, since clearly we can't hear a single effing thing that's going on in today's live stream.
Go, just play it.
Meet you. What's so funny? I don't know. Why are you laughing?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
That is indicative of today's live stream. That summarizes it. That's it.
GTLive.
That's it. You're laughing for no apparent reason. It's like, why? And you're like, I'm laughing. That's it.
He has a British accent, which I think also just makes it funnier. Does
it?
Yeah.
I think it makes it classier, Steph.
Both
of those things. Great. Well, that was
cool.
I mean, if there's ever a Vine that I related to in the middle of today's live stream, that's the one right there.
I look terrible. Don't tag me. No, don't tag me. Don't tag me. Untag me from that fucking picture, Melanie. But I really didn't want to type.
I find that interesting and relatable.
Do you?
In some way, like in those moments when people are like, oh man, I look bad in this photo, I don't want this to go public, and they're trying to play it off like it's not really a big deal, like, oh, it's not a big deal, whatever, if I look bad, it's hey, no thing, I'm cool enough that it doesn't matter, but then it's like, no, really, get that photo of me off the internet kind of thing. Yeah. I think that's relatable.
See, I was expecting it to go in the other direction, where it's like, oh, I look terrible in that photo, don't tag me, and then it's like, why didn't you tag me? Like, that to me was where that was headed, because it's like the classic, like, oh, I don't care if I'm tagged, oh, I'm so gross, but then, like, secretly you really want to be tagged.
I really wanted to be tagged.
And so, like, you're, which I don't know, humans are strange. Why do we not say what we want? Why are we not honest about things? It's odd. Like, it is strange and odd.
Well, I think sometimes with that kind of stuff, to be honest, you're like, oh, maybe this isn't as big a deal as I think it is. And so you're trying to be like, oh, I'll be cool about it, I'll get over it or whatever. And then sometimes you just don't get over it.
Are there photos that you want me to untag you in?
No.
Is that what you're telling me right now?
After we started GTLive, I gave up on that kind of thing. Like 100%.
Shame?
Like, absolutely.
After starting
completely
GTLive, you
out
gave
the
up
window.
shame?
There was no shame left. Have you seen some of the screenshots that people pull out? Here, I'll give you one today. There we go.
That's not a bad one.
Is it not?
Try again. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one. So people get all kinds of like terrible angles and really bad moments of like face contortion during GTLive. As soon as we started these live streams, it was like, oh, forget it.
Daniel Rusu is joining from Moldova. I just want to call that out.
That's
Moldova
pretty awesome.
is not a place that we normally hear from.
That's great.
Okay, clap and a half.
Woo!
Preston Heeker says, what does clisps and gaelf mean? Which is apparently his language for clap and half.
Oh, nice.
It means what it is. It is a clap and a half.
All right, let's carry on here.
Babe, I really didn't want to tell you this, but I think we need some space.
We'll move some stuff around.
We're getting pulled over. That's funny.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I enjoy the puns.
Yeah, I
I enjoy the simple puns.
You like the old man jokes in your life?
Because I can hear them, Steph. I like the old man jokes because I can hear them.
Keep going.
What? What did you say?
Oh my god.
Turn it up for those in the back. Here we go.
Quick, put these on.
License and Bridget. What the? Nobody's here! Who opened that? Devil car! Devil car!
That was awesome. I loved it. That was great. Did you wonder? Do I need to explain that?
Yes.
No, I do. No. Okay, no. Hold up. All right, Steph. I know. You're getting up in the years, but I get. Let's take it through.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so let's set the scene, shall we? And let's go through with. Here we go. Here, okay. I have been pulled over.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So then, I've been pulled over.
Yes,
right?
I know. And you change into army fatigues at the last minute.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then everyone jumps out of the car for some reason.
So the cop is like, there's no one here.
Oh, they're camouflaged! I get it. I get it. They're in camo.
There it is.
They're in camo and then they sneak away.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
That was awesome.
Right?
That's a really good Vine.
Right? I know. It's a quality one.
Got it.
That was funny.
Okay, that was great.
This is I've never met him. I think this is Thomas Sanders, right?
Yep.
Is that, do you know that, Chris?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. I've never actually met him, and I haven't like watched a lot of what he does, but I've seen I guess a couple of his vines, and his sense of humor like really works with me. Like I'm like, oh, I get it, because it's a bit smarter, I guess, or like it's a bit more like plays on words, which I really appreciate. This is fun.
Devil car! Devil car!
So that was what actually threw me off at the end. I thought it was a reference to something, and I was like, oh, I don't get this reference.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well,
cool.
it's also a reference to that classic Stephen King novel, Devil Car.
Girl. All right. Keep going.
Next up.
No, Matt, you're wrong.
No, I'm not. Holy shit, sliding.
Oh my god, it's so good.
That's perfect. Look how cute that is.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Relationships.
Car selfies.
Yep, car selfies.
That's
Their
why
thing.
you know that's why there are so many selfies taken in cars, because it's the best natural lighting that you can get on your face.
No.
It's absolutely true, because you get light from multiple angles, but it's diffused through your windows and it's indirect. So you're not getting direct sunlight on your face, you're getting diffused light all around your face. That's why people take selfies in cars.
No.
Yeah, it's totally true. It's totally true.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Really?
And if you're taking
I didn't know this.
And if you're taking it straight
How have I
on,
never taken a
there's
selfie in a car?
there's this like you're supposed to take selfies from slightly above your face,
Yeah.
because it's supposed to like thin out your face, and so automatically if you're taking a selfie in your car, to put your arm above, your arm has to go above your steering wheel, so it automatically puts you at the correct selfie angle. That's why people take so many selfies in their cars. It's
That's
true.
like a life hack.
I know, right?
That's like a life hack in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
You're gonna try it now, aren't you? I know it.
No. Probably not.
All right.
That would require me to like, I don't know, take more pictures of myself.
Take selfies. Yeah, everyone's
I
like,
don't do selfies.
Liz Gamer's like, yeah, that's true. Or Gardner's like, yeah, that's true. Wow.
See, Katie Davidson's like, science of selfies with Steph.
And then Lil Savage Wolf was like, selfies 101.
I just take pictures every once in a while. I'm like, oh, these worked out.
The science of taking selfies says 14 FNAF Buster 14. All right,
No
let's go.
wonder my chin looks so fat in every photo I
You're-
take. Come do
Okay.
Taking this over. Here, here's your quality screen grab for the day, Instagram
Yeah.
fans. Got my double chin. I don't know how Aaron does it from Game Grumps. He does like
He does an amazing double
He does
chin.
an amazing like triple.
So does
it's like
Ethan.
a
So
triple
does
chin.
Ethan from H3H3.
Right. It's a talent. It's a
is.
talent. Talent. Oh wait. That kind of worked. All right. Hey, let's continue with more cool
Let's
vines.
do a few more.
Remember, whatever you do, do not look in this bag.
Stupid.
That was great.
That was awesome. That was really good. That was really well done.
You know that picture Ashley just took?
Yes.
She didn't tag us.
Ew, don't double tap. Water bags.
What was the last thing?
What it was an insult. Just take it as an insult.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's so if you're not tagged, there's no like.
Wow, that's cold.
Girl. Hey.
Social.
It's social currency.
Again, let me just. Humans are weird. I don't know, like the social media, like trades these likes and stuff. I don't know. It's odd to me. It's like if you like the photo, great. If you don't like the photo, it's fine. Like I have never once really outside of like fan art and stuff to show you guys that like I really like it and that I saw it. I'm not, and really that's what I do. But like for family or friends or what, I just don't engage with stuff. I'm not that type of person.
If it's something where you're like, oh, that person just had something really nice happen in their life, maybe you want to congratulate them, and you're like, oh, I heart you and this thing that happened to you. That's nice. That's what you do.
Apparently, I'm not a nice person.
Apparently not. All right.
Thanks a lot, friends. All right. Dropping your science project. Oh man, we're back to top Viners.
All right.
Dropping your science project you worked hard on. Oh no.
TV.
Thank you.
Oh no!
Oh
That's
man.
That's just a bummer.
Oof.
Like I like that the context was dropping the science
hurts.
project, but it's just like dropping the TV
It
sucks
hurts.
enough.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
Oh, relax, darling. Daddy's got this.
Do you know how fast you are?
Ooh, you're in trouble.
That's great. See? That was Tom Sanders again.
Yeah,
right? It's
I
great.
like
I love it. Good job. Oh, maximum laziness level achieved. I need to. I'm gonna take notes on this one because I could use some laziness lessons. Here we go. Okay. That was just unfortunate. That wasn't lazy. That was just unfortunate.
He didn't get up for the Cheetos.
I mean, sure.
Cheetos are so good.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you don't want to get out of your chair.
Dude, there are some snacks that are worth getting out of the chair for, and there are some that are not. You need to clearly distinguish between those two. Cheetos are definitely on the side of the line that's like worth getting up for. Stuff like Bugles or what
Don't
that
start
garbage,
the Bugle fight.
Just don't even bother.
The internet has,
don't even reach.
Don't even reach for the Bugle.
Nah, I'm. My line in the sand.
Witch fingers
has clearly put Bugles on the don't bother side of things.
Wow.
And then
I mean, people
Cheetos, both puffy and crispy type, well into the worth getting up category.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean,
so good.
Okay, hard Cheeto, like normal Cheeto, or like cheese puff. Duke it out.
So good.
Debate it in the chat right now.
Wait, are you distinguishing between cheese puff and cheese ball? Because
no,
the ball is
balls are
the
separate.
perfectly
No,
the
stop.
perfectly snackable
no, they're
size.
not. They're too artificial, even for me, which is saying a lot because like all of the food that I eat is like processed and artificial.
I love a good organic Cheeto. That's my move.
And organic Cheeto?
Wait, and you're not counting
joking?
And you're not counting pirate booty here, are you?
We're not counting pirate booty.
Because pirate booty is a white cheddar baked Cheeto-like snack.
We're debating Cheeto versus like a cheese doodle.
Okay.
Doodle versus O. Cheeto doodle.
So the little crispies,
like a curly Q, like a thick.
The little crispies versus the thick
basically
roundy ones.
Basically, what I'm saying is Cheeto versus packing peanut covered in cheese powder.
Sabby Jazzy says Bugles are worth reaching for, Steph. I know that there are a lot of Bugle lovers out there. I am just not
throwing shade.
I am not in Camp Bugle. I am not in Camp Bugle. Yes, I loved a Witch Fingers. Says, hey, it's all girl.
Thank you. The Witch that's what the Bugle is really known. Like that's what it's all there for. It's like it's the Witch Finger.
Calamari Boss says I only like crunchy. Woogie Boogie says crunchy.
Crispy,
Super Insane Gaming there's like
Cheeto.
Bugles are amazing. We're not debating whether Bugles are amazing. They're not.
Wow, man. Steph's like, I'm burning this live stream to the ground.
Be honest with me.
Yeah.
Do you like Bugles?
No. No. I like the witch finger aspect of Bugles. Do I enjoy the flavor of Bugles? No.
Of Bugles.
What they're actually made for? Absolutely not. My aunt, when I was growing up, like insisted on having Bugles as like the only party snack for every party that they threw, and I'm like, why? Why? And the thing is, and I think this shows.
A lot of people in the chat love Bugles.
I know.
I just love starting this debate because I think it's funny.
But it's funny because like she must have been the only person to actually enjoy the Bugles because at the end of the parties, it was the only party snack. No, the tray of Bugles was relatively untouched. Like usually when you have like a party and you fill a bowl with snacks, like you see the line of the snacks disappear diminish down the bowl. The Bugle bowl did not diminish. If anything, people were walking around with witch fingers and then like leaving them and then like just sprinkling them on the ground. No offense to the Bugle lovers. I respect and admire your ability to enjoy all types of snack foods. It is just not the snack food for me. Cheeto or cheese doodle, Steph?
It's been Cheetos mostly. Cheeto, like the crunchy Cheetos have won, at least by some margin. I'm a lover of both, to be honest.
Cole Grabbits doesn't know what Bugles are. Bugles are
I don't know where
either an instrument that is used to wake soldiers. and to start horse races, or it's a snack food that's like little.
I
like,
believe they're rice puffs. I believe they're a rice-based snack, but they're just generally cardboardy in flavor.
Chris, rice-based. Do you know what a bugle is technically? I thought it was corn.
I always thought it was corn, but
Really?
that's just because everything's corn.
Jason thinks it's corn.
Is it basically just like a corn chip in the shape of a bugle? I don't know.
Fun fact, they also work really, really well for for us when we're having trouble listening to Vines.
Just
we can
stick
hold
a bugle in your ear.
They're mini earphones. What did they say?
Great.
Here, let's do a couple more, and then we got to wrap up because we have to go pick up Ryder from the airport again, which is why we wanted to do this earlier today. But anyway, and he might be on the live stream tomorrow.
Maybe.
Okay, here we go.
I want it back. I want the pink donkey.
No, you're supposed to ask the
Oh,
clerk! You fool! Oh, that's why you ask the store clerk. Because also they're not
That
probably
poor
giving you
piñata.
that pinata. They're giving you the poor pinata. The pinata was fine. The poor store. Their ceiling is ruined.
That's true.
Think about that, Steph.
Man.
I know. Harsh.
It was harsh.
It's harsh. Cold reality. Here we go. I bet she dives onto the exercise ball and then rolls off
And
of it
catastrophe
forward.
ensues. Okay.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I did not see that one coming. Oh no! That was just painful.
Oh, do you know I did that once in life?
Really?
Mm-hmm. That was so relatable for me. It wasn't. It didn't have to do with exercise balls. It just had to do with colliding headlong into someone.
So you just ran into someone.
No, but so hard that my teeth hit their forehead, and I still had baby teeth. And for a year that baby tooth, like that my front baby teeth were still in, my teeth were actually bruised. Like you could see a bruise on my teeth.
No, how do you bruise a tooth?
For a year.
How do you bruise a tooth?
Year, you guys.
Aren't teeth just like enamel?
No, there was some kind of like rupture in my tooth. You could see.
And they didn't pull it or anything?
No, it was a baby tooth. It was gonna fall out on its own. We went to the dentist and they were like, that thing will be fine. Just wait for it to fall out. I was like 5. It fell out like a year later. But if you go back to like my 5-year-old like elementary school or kindergarten photo or whatever, you can very slightly see it in my photo. Isn't that a weird?
Which tooth was it?
My front tooth. It was my like these two front teeth, like in your face. Yes, bruised my teeth.
That's insane.
That's a thing. It can happen. Don't run headlong into someone with your mouth.
I mean, truly advice to live by here. I mean, I think we're learning a lot on today's live
I know,
stream.
we're learning
Really?
so much.
I think we're learning a lot. Here, let's do 1 or 2 more, and then we have to run. Oh, pop into perfection!
Oh my gosh, this was the most stressful game ever. Ah!
Yes! That's everyone playing pop into
Oh
perfection.
yeah, that was the most relatable of all of these.
Put the pieces into the slot. Make
the right selection.
But be quick, you're racing the clock. Pop goes perfection. I don't know if you've ever played Perfection. It is without exaggeration like the scary. I mean, it is jump scare the game. It's like, oh,
Five Nights at Freddy's ain't got nothing on
no. We could, like, if that game had any sort of hidden lore, I would be milking it dry, doing game theories on it.
Oh look, Noah Blank, my tooth bruised too. I thought it was just me. Same front tooth. I hit it on the stair.
Wow.
See?
Clap
We're all coming together with our shared experiences of creepy shadow men in our room and bruised teeth.
Indeed. Last one.
Okay.
Don't get too close to the stand.
Oh no!
Are you kidding me right now?
I like that she just like stares.
I know.
Like no one saw that.
She has that
No
like
one saw
frozen moment of like, maybe if I don't move, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It's so true. Oh, that's great. Hey, you know, it was an early morning live stream.
I think it went really well.
I think this was a good one. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully you had fun. Sorry, it has to be a bit short. Like I said, we wanted to live stream today, and this was really our only opportunity, like our only hour
chance.
window. So that's why we have to kind of like keep things pretty contained today. But yeah, I think we learned a lot. We learned about shadow creatures. We learned that, yes, miraculously, you can bruise a tooth.
Yep,
we
and
learned
also
that Stephanie and I
that
are
we
losing
just
our hearing
really
slowly.
deaf, yeah. Really
And Chris,
deaf.
too, apparently, so maybe it's not just us.
Thank goodness.
Yep. I think, you know, in the last hour, we've done a lot. It's been a good journey, friends.
Good, productive Monday morning, everyone. Hey, hope you're having a good Monday so far, wherever you are, and that you're kicking off your week well. We're happy to be here with you. We were happy to spend the last hour with you. And stay tuned. We're going to have some early streams for the next couple of days,
Yeah,
and then we'll be a little off for VidCon.
Tomorrow noon?
Yes, tomorrow's noon.
Yes.
Okay, so, yep. So that was it for today. We'll be back tomorrow at noon, and then Wednesday.
Noon Pacific time,
Yeah, noon
3
Pacific.
p.m. on the East Coast, and 9 in Europe.
And then Wednesday is...
Noon also, I think.
Noon also?
Or
no, I think it's
something
early.
like
I think
that.
it might
I
be
don't know.
9.
I don't
Anyway,
know what it
we'll
is.
let you know tomorrow.
Okay.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us first thing in the morning today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We had a good time, as you can tell. Michael Jackson, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael Jackson. I'm so glad you were able to join us for today. So anyway, that's it. We will hopefully see a lot of you at VidCon later this week. And even more of you on tomorrow's live stream.
Woo!
So most importantly of all, remember that's just a stream. A live stream! Have a great start to the week.
Let's say goodbye in the chat.
Indeed we should. Stephen Dave Lee says it's Tuesday.
Mira Volmar says, bye, y'all.
Have a great second day to your week.
Princess 0225 says, bye.
The A Games just says...